Good morning, friends. Today in this lecture, we are going to learn about what is meant by draft and the classifications of draft means nothing but of types of traps which we are using in thermal power plant in chimney. So here, coming to the first topic, draft means nothing but of difference of pressure required to maintain the constant flow of air and to discharge the gases through the chimney to atmosphere is known as draft. Means simply we can tell that the pressure variation here, the pressure difference, and to discharge the gases through chimney to atmosphere is known as draft. Here the draft is mainly we can observe the difference in the chimney itself. See here, coming to the draft system, the draft is to supply a required quantity of air for combustion and remove the burnt products from the system. See here, we need to supply a required quantity of air for combustion process. Without air, we cannot combust. We cannot do combustion. For that combustion, we require more air for combustion process. And after combustioning, we are going to get some products. The products which we are getting from the combustion, that should be discharges the gases through the chimney to atmosphere is nothing but of a draft which we can study simply in a simple manner. See, the draft may be classified into different types such as natural draft, mechanical draft. See here, again in this slide also we can know that what is meant by a draft. Draft is defined as the pressure difference. What I have told you in the previous slide, that draft means nothing but of the difference, the pressure difference required to maintain flow of air. See, in simple word, we can tell that the pressure difference of air and the exhaust gases through the chimney is nothing but of a draft here. What are the functions? What are the functions of this draft? We can see in a point was that to supply required quantity of air to the boiler furnace for the combustion of fuel, to remove exhaust gases from the boiler, to create pressure difference, and to discharge the exhaust gases. These are the functions of the draft here which we can know. See, coming to the classifications of draft, we are having that the draft has been subdivided into two types as natural draft as well as artificial draft. See here, in the the artificial draft is again subdivided into two types as steam jet draft and mechanical draft. See here, the steam jet draft is again subdivided into two types as forced draft and induced draft. This mechanical draft is again subdivided into forced draft fan and induced draft fan. See here, we up to now we have studied that what is meant by a draft. Draft means nothing but of the pressure difference required to maintain the flow of air and exhausted the gases through the atmosphere. This draft is subdivided into different types here. That the natural draft which is produced by the chimney, the natural draft which is produced by the chimney here, and the artificial draft, how the artificial draft is going to be formed is nothing but of steam jet draft which is produced by jet of stream, and mechanical draft is produced by fans, and these steam jet draft are produced by jet of stream can be subdivided into two types as forced draft as well as an induced draft. And these mechanical draft which is produced by fans can be subdivided into forced draft and induced draft. In this lecture, we are going to know about natural draft and forced draft and induced draft. About in artificial draft, we are going to know about natural draft, as well as we are going to know in artificial draft about steam jet draft, which has been subdivided into forced draft and induced draft in this session. See, first of all, we are going to observe the diagrams or the figures of an artificial draft. See here, we can observe clearly that we are having a boiler here for converting the feed water into this dry saturated stream or super saturated stream. We require some heat. That steam, the required heat, how it is going to be supplied to the boiler means nothing but of how we are going to generate. When we have generated the heat and supplied to the boiler, for getting the heat here, we are doing some combustion process here. The combustion, how we are doing combustion means nothing but of which we are using some products such as coal and air, which we are using here. By using of this air, coal, we are going to make a combustion here. By using of this combustion, we are going to get a heat. We are going to generate heat. And what is the heat generated here is sent to the boiler for converting the feed water into steam, nothing but of supersaturated steam or dry saturated steam. How it is happening here, we are going to observe clearly in these two diagrams that now we are studying about this forced draft, and in this diagram we are studying about the induced draft. In the forced draft, we can observe here the boiler, the grate, the furnace, the economizer, air preheater, chimney or stroke, and which is the gases which are exhausting out from the chimney. See here for getting heat or for doing combustion here in the furnace, see here on the grate we are we are doing combustion process here. For combustion process we required air. The air which is in the atmosphere is sucked by the blower, and by using of this blower we are forcing. By using of this blower we are forcing here the air upon to the grate. On the grate, upon the grate, the combustion process takes place, and in the furnace, and the hot gases which has been came by doing combustion is transferred to the economizer, and from economizer it has been transferred to the air preheater. After from air preheater it transferred to the chimney or stack. From chimney or stack, the gases will exhaust to the atmosphere here. See here, the name itself is telling that forced. Forced means nothing but of which we are forcing here. What we are forcing here means nothing but of we are forcing air. We are forcing air by using of this blower upon to the grate for completing the combustion process. See here, after combustion, we are going to get some products. See, this is what which we have studied about the forced draft here. And coming to induced draft means nothing but of which we are not forcing the air into the furnace or upon to the grate. Here we can observe the difference between forced draft as well as induced draft. Means here in the forced draft, which we are forcing the air into the combustion chamber or upon to the grate by using of this blower. Coming to here, the same components are there for the induced draft as that of the forced draft. For the forced draft, we are having blower, but coming to the induced draft, we did not have the blower. But the remaining components are same as that of forced draft to the induced draft. See here, we are having grate, and here also we are having the grate. Here we are having the furnace. Here also we are having the furnace. Here we are having boiler. Here we are having boiler. Here we are having economizer. Here also we are having economizer. Here we are having air preheater. Here we are having air preheater. See here. Here we are having blower, and here we didn't have the blower before the chimney. See here, in the induced draft, the blower has been placed near bottom to the chimney for forcing the air from air preheater to the chimney to the upward, means for pumping pumping out the hot gases to the atmosphere. We are using the blower here to force the gases to upwards. We are using blower near to the chimney. See here, in forced draft, we are using blower here, but the blower is used to supply or forced the air upon to the grate. But here we are using the blower, but we are forcing the air not at the inlet, but we are forcing the air into the chimney to the exhaust to the atmosphere. The main difference between the forced draft and induced draft is nothing but of the force which we are forcing by using of this blower upon to the grate. But in the induced draft, we are not forcing at the inlet point. We are forcing the air into the chimney to exhaust the gases to the atmosphere. This is what which we are knowing about forced draft and induced draft. Coming to the next draft, these are the types of drafts which we are studying now. See here, coming to the next draft, the next draft is nothing but of a balanced draft. Balanced draft means which is balancing here by using of both the blowers. Here we are forcing the air upon to the grate, as well as we are forcing the air by using the blower into the chimney to exhaust the gases out to the atmosphere. See here, we are balancing by using of these two blowers here. From the blower, the air enters upon to the grate, and where combustion takes place on the grate, and in the furnace we are having the grate, and upon the grate we are having some combustion process. After combustioning, the heat which has been generated is enters into the economizer. From economizer, it enters into the air preheater. From air preheater, it enters in through the blower, and by using of this blower, it forces to upwards to the chimney, upwards to exhaust to the atmosphere. This is what which we can study about the forced draft, the induced draft, and the balanced draft, which we can understand clearly. See, coming to the next draft is nothing but of natural draft. See here, the natural draft means which is coming out naturally from atmosphere. See here, it does not need any running cost, although it has big initial cost. As it is having some initial cost, big initial cost, it does not require any running cost. See, natural draft allows natural circulation of air through the boiler system. See, naturally the air circulation is doing here in the natural draft. See here, the natural draft mainly depends upon the height of the chimney. See here, the natural draft, the natural draft is mainly depends upon the height of the chimney. Means we need to know the height of the chimney for calculating the natural draft here. See, coming to the natural draft is obtained by the use of a chimney. When we are going to use the chimney only, we are going to get the natural draft, or we can only calculate the natural draft here. See here, the chimney in a boiler. The chimney in a boiler installation performs one or more of the following functions here. See here, what are the functions which has been done in a boiler through the chimney? Means nothing but of it produces the draft where by the air and gases are forced through the fuel bed, furnace, boiler passes and settings. See here, draft is produced that when we are going to force the air and gases through the fuel bed by using of this furnace, boiler, and by using of the settings which we have observed in the, see here, in the forced draft, induced draft, and balanced draft. See, coming to here, it carries the products of combustion to such a height before discharging them, they will not be objectionable or injurious to the surroundings. Means nothing but we are sending what are the gases left or after the combustion, or what are the products which has been left after doing the combustion. We are sending out all these products to such a height through the chimney to the atmosphere with a larger height for not harming the human beings, are not injurious to the atmosphere or to the surroundings, for not harming any human being or any animals or whatever it may be. It does not harms the atmosphere as well as the surroundings. For that, we are keeping the height of the chimney in very high position. The chimney is vertical. A chimney is always in a vertical position. Tubular section built either of masonry, concrete, or by using of steel. The draft produced by the chimney, the draft, how we are going to get the draft means the draft is produced by the chimney is due to the density difference, means the pressure difference between the column of hot gases inside the chimney and the cold air outside. See, we are having in the chimney, we are having the hot gases. Why? Because means what are the products left over after the combustion? These process through the chimney to the outside of the atmosphere. The pressure difference between the outside means cold air. Outside we are having cold air, and inside the chimney we are having hot gases. Means there is a pressure difference between the outside air and the inside the chimney air. By using of the difference, the draft is going to produce in the chimney. This is what about the natural draft. See here, what I have said you that for getting the draft, we need the chimney, and by using of this height of the chimney, we are going to get the draft here. We need to estimate the height and diameter of the chimney here. See here, coming to here, the diagram itself telling that natural draft means nothing but of the difference of pressure due to cold air column. See here, this is the cold air column line. This is the cold air column line and hot gas column line. We are having the green line which indicates here is nothing but of hot air column, and the yellow line which indicates here is nothing but of cold air column. See here the difference of pressures, where we can observe the difference of pressure for hot air column as well as to the cold air column. Difference of pressure due to cold air column and hot gas column is nothing but of natural draft. We can, by using of these diagram, or by using of this figure, we can simply say that what is meant by natural draft means nothing but of difference of pressures due to cold air column and hot gas column or hot air column is nothing but of natural draft. See here, this is what the chimney which we can observe. Inside the chimney we are having the hot gases, and outside the chimney we are having the cold air. The difference of the pressure difference of these hot gases inside the chimney and the pressure difference outside the chimney is nothing but of this natural draft which we are having here. Here we are having the boiler, and we are here we are having the grate level, means upon the grate level we are doing some combustion process here. And what are the combustion products we are getting here? Thus gases are sent out through this chimney to the atmosphere, or which escapes the gases into the chimney to the atmosphere. This is what which we knows about the natural draft. And we need to calculate the height and the diameter of the chimney. How we are going to calculate, how we are going to estimate the height of these chimney and the diameter of the chimney. Now we are going to know here in this diagram. See here, P1 is equal to PA plus rho G into GH, where what is the equation which we are taking here is nothing but of P1 is equal to pressure at the grate level in chimney side. PA is equal to atmospheric pressure. See here, what I have said you that inside the chimney we are having hot gases, outside we are having cold air. Means P1 we are taking the pressure inside the chimney, and PA we are taking as the atmospheric pressure here, and rho G into GH is pressure due to column of hot gas of height H meters. Rho G is equal to average mass density of hot gas. Similarly, how we have written this equation, by using of this equation we can write P to pressure 2 as PA plus rho A into GH. See here, we are taking here rho G, and we are using rho A, density A. Pressure exerted by the column of cold air outside, pressure due to column of hot gases here. The only difference for these two equations is nothing but of rho G, density of gravity and density of air. Means cold air, for cold air we are taking here rho A, and for hot gas we are taking here as rho G. The net difference, see here, the net pressure difference causing the flow through the combustion chamber means nothing but of delta P is equal to P2 minus P1. P2 means nothing but of PA plus rho A into GH, which we are taking common here, that PA rho A minus rho G into GH. This is what which we can observe here, that let us assume that the volume of products of combustion is equal to the volume of air supplied, both reduced to the same temperature and pressure conditions. See, let us assuming that the volume of products of combustion, the products of combustion is equal to the volume of air supplied. See here, the products of combustion which we are taking here is equal to the volume of air supplied, both reduced to the same temperature. The volume of products of combustion and volume of air supplying are reduced to the same temperature and pressure conditions here. Let MA we are taking here for calculating the height of the chimney. We are taking here MA is equal to mass of air supplied per kg of fuel. MA plus 1 is equal to mass of chimney gases. TA is equal to absolute temperature of atmosphere. TZ is equal to average absolute temperature of chimney gas. Also, we can write these as mass of hot gases by mass of air is equal to MA plus 1 by MA. Means the difference that the hot gases which are there in the chimney and what are the cold air which we have in the atmosphere. See here, for calculating height of chimney, we have to go through two basic equations of gaseous pressure. That what are the equations we know from thermodynamics, that P is equal to rho into GH. We already studied in the previous classes about how we have got these equation, where P is the pressure of air or gas, and rho is nothing but of density of air or gas, G is nothing but of the gravitational constant, and H is the height of the head. See here, and the second one, basic equation is nothing but of PV is equal to MRT, which we are taking this as an equation 2 here. Here V is the P, we already know P is the pressure, and V is the volume of air or gas, and M is the mass of the gas or air, and T is the temperature measured in Kelvin scale, and R is the gas constant, which we are taking here for calculating the height of chimney. See here, the equation 2 can be written as the equation which we are taking here as equation 2, PV is equal to MRT, can be written here in this way, that PV is equal to MRT. P, we are knowing the equation for P. P is equal to nothing but of which we are taking V into right side. Then it is going to be M by V into RT. P is equal to M by V can be written as density. Density is nothing but of mass by volume. Density R into T, and the density is nothing but of P by RT. See here, by using of this PV is equal to MRT, we can write this PV is equal to, see, we can write by using of this equation density as P by RT. For doing combustion, we are going to take the carbon and oxygen here. See, C plus O2 is equal to CO2. One volume. Volume meter of air is equal to volume meter of fuel gas. When temperature before and after combustion is equal to constant, temperature change is equal to volumeter vary. See here, the air enters in the combustion chamber will gain extra volume after combustion due to combustion temperature. See here, this is the good point which we can remember, that when we are doing combustion, see, some volume is going to create after combustion due to the combustion temperature. When we are going to get the temperature here, more temperature, then the extra volume of combustion is going to be there. The gained volume of the air will be equivalent to the volume of the flue gases created after combustion. We can take here the density is equal to P by R T naught. Let us assume P naught is the density of air at 0 degrees Celsius or 273 degrees Kelvin, 273 Kelvin, and say it is T naught here. P is the pressure of air at 0 degrees Celsius or 273 Kelvin, that is at T naught K. If we keep the pressure P as constant, the relation between density and temperature of the air or gases can be written as, see here, when we are keeping the pressure as constant here, then the relation when we are keeping this pressure constant, the density, the temperature, and the temperature of the air or gases, R means nothing but of gases, can be written as P naught is equal to P by R naught, and PA is equal to P by RTA, and rho G, density of G is equal to P by RTG. When we are keeping the P as constant, the relation between the density and temperature of the air or gases can be written in such a way that density naught into T naught is equal to density A into TA is equal to density G into TG. See, by using the above equation, we can write this density naught into T naught is equal to P by R. Density A into TA is nothing but of P by R. Density into Tg is nothing but of P by R. These equation can be written as, we are taking here as fifth equation. And coming to here, where density A and density G is the density of the air at temperature TA and Tg K respectively. See here, density A and density G is the density of air at temperatures TA and Tj, the density of air which we are taking here as density A and density G. From equations 1 and 5, we can write the expression of pressure at point A outside the chimney as density A pressure A is equal to rho A into GH is equal to density naught by T naught, density naught by T naught by TA into GH. See here, the volume of the air at the temperature Tg would be, we can write these as what I have said you in the previous slide, that density G is equal to P by R into Tg, and volume Vg is equal to M by rho G, and these can be taken as equation 7. Let us assume m kg of air is required to burn 1 kg of carbon, then the density of the flue gas would be, we can write as rho G. See here, density of G is equal to m plus 1 by m by rho G, and we can write the equation as m plus 1 by m into this rho G here is equal to m plus 1 by m into rho G can be written as density naught by T naught by Tg. And these can be taken as an equation 8, and the pressure of the flue gas inside the chimney from equation 1 and 8 would be written in such a way, and we are taking these as equation 9. And coming to here, see the pressure difference between outside and inside of the chimney from equation 6 and 9 would be, see now we are trying for the height of the chimney here, and the pressure differences from equation 6 and 9 can be written in the same way, that delta P is equal to PA minus rho G. PA can be written as P naught by T naught by TA into GH, and rho G can be written as m plus 1 plus m plus 1 by m into rho naught by T naught by Tg into GH, and these can be written as rho naught by T naught into GH and 1 by TA minus 1 plus m by m into Tg. Hence H is equal to 350 into H 1 by TA 1 plus 1 by mTg mm of water, and 1 mm of water is nothing but of 9.81%. Here H is the minimum height of the chimney to be constructed for draft delta P. So here, assuming no loss, the velocity of the gases passing through the chimney is given by V is equal to root 2GH. We already know how we are going to calculate the velocity of the gases here. If the pressure loss in chimney is equivalent to a hot column gases, we are going to take V is equal to root 2G. H1 can be written as H minus H0, and this V can be, again this equation can be written as 4.43 into root H minus H0. V is equal to 4.43 into root of H1. We can write this equation as 1 minus H0 by H is equal to K by K into root H1, where K is equal to, we are taking K value as the K is equal to 4.43. Hence this equation can be written as K is equal to 4.43 root of 1 minus H0, where K value of K is equal to 1 for bricks, brick chimneys, and K is equal to 1.1 for steel chimney. See, the mass of the gases flowing through any cross section of the chimney is given by mg is equal to density G into A into C kg per second. mg is equal to rho G into A can be written as area, which we are taking here can be written as A is equal to pi by 4 into D square into C. The D square is nothing but of we are going to calculate this D square. D square is equal to m into G by rho G into C into 4 by pi. The diameter of the chimney which we have got at last is nothing but of D is equal to 1.128 into root of mg by density into G into C. This is what how we are going to calculate the diameter of the chimney by using of hot air inside the chimney, as well as the hot or the cold gases which is outside the chimney, by variation of the pressure, by varying of the pressure differences between inside the chimney as well as outside the atmosphere. We are going to calculate the height of the chimney here. This is what which we have studied in this video lecture about the draft and classification of drafts. See here, in this video we have studied about the draft and classification of draft. We have not completed fully the classification of draft. See here, in this classification of draft, in this video we have studied that what is meant by draft, what is meant by this natural draft, and what are the different types of artificial draft. In the artificial draft, we have studied only about in this video we have studied only about steam jet draft and the subdivision of the steam jet drafts in this video. In the next video lecture, we are going to study about the mechanical draft, which is produced by the fans, and the forced draft of the mechanical draft and induced draft. In this video, we have studied the draft, natural draft, steam jet draft, forced draft, and induced draft by observing different diagrams of the forced draft, induced draft, are about the balanced draft, which we have studied in this lecture. This is what about what is meant by a draft and the classification of draft. Thank you. If you are having any doubts, please contact me or mail to this mail ID. Thank you.